I'd have had on baby Louis Vuitton kicks. My daughter got them, got dollars to make your mom strip. The feds on me now every Monday the car switch.
$1,000 stash, hit the AC, put the car on shift. That's just for the gas, yeah, the 40 in my arm still. I had 40 cash like the year before.
I just find it a little funny that y'all sending each other Snapchats. It's kinda.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
I mean, well, the last one was kind of like.
What was the last one?
You ain't seen my last snap, KG, some days ago?
No, I tried not to look at them because of the subject matter.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes I'm just scrolling through and it just happens to, and then.
Yeah, note to self, once I get a phone, I'm not looking at your Snapchat.
Don't even download it.
You're not gonna see dicks or nothing. It's kind of normal.
Are you sure?
Okay, you're right about that.
Wait, hold on. The fact that you're not going to see dicks or nothing speaks for itself.
True.
You shouldn't even have to say that. That should already be like the thing.
Hey, but look, I've been telling niggas, y'all be pissing me off because every time I say fellas don't look at these snaps, I see your name directly in the next thing. I'm like,
because Mark, when it's text after text, I'm just skipping through it. I'm not actually reading any of that.
Oh, okay. So that's the reason why.
I read the first one, and then you go on, and something about a hoe, then something about something else, and then I just start skipping through. And then I see an inappropriate video, and then I skip through it again.
Yeah, my snaps be all over the place. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going. I don't know where your mind can go any day. Like, it could be anything.
Most of my Snapchats this whole year been about sad shit. That's basically it.
Correct.
Yeah. No, you still didn't open it.
What do I need to open it for?
Once you open it and read it out loud, everybody.
Oh, yeah, I do want to hear this.
Come on, buddy.
Open it.
So you basically coming to us, or is it
It really wasn't that serious, but.
Alright. I gotta ask some other people's snaps anyway.
Oh, Geek, you gotta turn your PlayStation off. That joint was loud as shit while I was editing the podcast the other day.
I
got you, man.
It's a video, fam.
Oh man. Bounce, chicka, bounce. I don't know how to do porn music.
Why would you send me a video?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Barry White voice. What just fell?
It's not a video, by the way. It's just...
I knew that's the reason why you fucking. I knew it. I knew it.
What's the answer to the question, Mike?
What was the question?
Are
you on time for the podcast? I knew that's the reason why you gonna ask some dumbass shit like that. Like, I knew that's why I ain't open it, because I knew it was gonna be something like that any damn way.
Mark, unmute the Twitter chat.
Why?
Because when I'm trying to tell you that we about to do the podcast,
Ryan Ernest don't even be on there no more. So
I need a response.
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I saw it, but I ain't really like I saw it.
Alright, at least I know that you saw it.
Because I mute the shit around me going and motherfucking be like looking at the shit now. Like, I know. And like, it's funny because he fucking sent me the shit and I was getting ready any damn way. I'm like, well, it's time to get up, and then I saw him fucking Snapchat him. There was some dumbass shit. So, yeah.
I am dead tired right now.
Oh, I am too.
I don't know if I'm gonna like
Dead ass B.
I'm so tired I couldn't even come up with a New York response for you. I tried. It's gonna be something about fam or son or B. And not coming to me. But yeah, welcome back to the TrainWreck Podcast. This is episode 74. We started out with some inappropriate talk between Mark and Dice about their
Ain't no gay shit.
Snapchat conversations.
I tell you, I'm just so proud of him. I'm proud of him, KG. This is a real step in the right direction, I feel.
No. I'm not right, nigga. Did you bitch the fuck up? I'm not right, fam. I am not right. I don't be fucking screenshotting this motherfucking shit with the chest all out, and none of that shit sending to him. No, nigga. It's normal shit. It's normal shit.
Sure it is.
Shut up, nigga.
Mark,
But it's so sad.
Oh, go ahead.
I just want to say I support you, even though Geek probably does not.
Correct. I told you before we started that we got the Cleveland Cavaliers colors for the podcast this week. How you feel about that, Mark? You being what do you say if you're from Cleveland? A Clevelandite?
Clevelandite.
A Cleveland
Clevelandite.
What do you say?
God.
Boo.
What do you say?
What you mean? You mean a Clevelander?
Clevelander? That sucks. That sounds so stupid.
That's ass.
They gotta update that.
Were you talking about as a Cavs fan, or you just being like an actual like a resident in Cleveland?
Resident of Cleveland.
Yeah, Clevelander. That's basically it, just a Clevelander.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, but how you feel about the podcast having the Cavs background colors?
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, but you don't like Kyrie Irving or LeBron though, or J.R. Smith.
I like JR. I don't like Kyrie nor LeBron. I do
Speaking of JR, you heard about his baby?
But LeBron is the reason that y'all got a championship. So
no, actually, the NBA was pretty much the reason. So.
Man, shut the fuck up.
The NBA, nigga. Man, you shut the fuck up, nigga. What about you? What are you doing, nigga? Shut
I'm
up.
a Chicago fan.
Shut up, nigga. You ain't got nothing to say.
I'm a Chicago fan.
hold up, when you become a Chicago
Bulls.
fan?
Big water. All right,
I'm a
When
Bulls
D
fan.
Wade left, I went to Chicago. I'm a D Wade fan. I
Oh,
like James Harden.
I'm a Jimmy Butler
but
fan.
hold on. You said you were a Chicago fan before you said you were a D Wade fan. That's what you said.
I am a D Wade fan.
But then don't say you're a Chicago fan then.
Wherever he goes, that's my favorite team. Just like how
You
wherever
can't do
Dwight
both.
Howard went. Like
No,
this
I was
wherever-
always
No.
a Dwight Howard fan. I never said I was a
No.
Lakers fan.
I-
Never said I was a Rockets
He
fan.
said,
And I don't never support any Shaq team. I hated the Lakers. I fucking cannot stand the Lakers, but I fucked with Shaq. I don't like the Heat. Never like the Heat. I mean, I fuck with Orlando, but I wasn't an Orlando fan. So I can't support that shit, dog. Like anybody LeBron. Oh, when LeBron go, he can nigga, you gotta be one fan of a team and stick with that team forever. Fuck with other shit. No,
But
dog.
you can't keep saying fuck LeBron when he's the reason y'all got a championship.
That is the reason, nigga. That's actually him, Aisha Curry, and fucking that shit was all rigged, but whatever.
I mean,
It
I'm a
doesn't
conspiracy theorist, but what does the NBA have to do with LeBron's skill?
Because you know NBA love LeBron to be on LeBron's dick all the goddamn time. Plus
But what does that have to do with him doing what he does on the basketball court?
They love
It
Curry
was
too.
a ring. It was a
too.
ring.
They love Westbrook. They love James Harden.
But the ring though?
What does
No. So what does that mean?
what does the NBA loving LeBron have to do with what he does on the court?
What did he do on the court?
Facilitate.
Besides cry and fucking flop, what did he do?
He's a
He
leader.
blocked Andre Iguodala layup.
You know that though. I ain't gonna now.
He
First-
brought his team back from a
Okay.
3-1 deficit.
Okay. I know nothing about sports, but I'm just going to interject here. Why do you have such a passionate hate for LeBron?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, and he's from Cleveland. This is what I don't
Damn.
understand.
Like,
Because he left the first time.
Look,
Yeah, he's still butthurt about the first time he left. That's all it is.
Actually, it's actually personal. So therefore, like, I can't. I mean, I look. I respect him as a player, but I can't respect him as a person. The only thing I can fuck with though is that he do. I ain't gonna say do shit for the community, but first of all, he's not from here. He's from Akron. So fuck all that. Like that's an Akron thing. All right. So like I mean, of course. Now if you like if you from here. Niggas that be like, that's on and get put on there, always trying to like claim him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's from Akron. Oh, yeah, he's Akron. But like, that's just Akron shit. That's not.
Just like niggas from Philly try to say that Kobe lived
from
in.
Philly. He from Lower Marion.
He from Lower Marion. Like,
Yeah.
stop it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's right up the street, but you know, stop.
Oh,
it.
but y'all was claiming Philly. I mean, y'all claiming Kobe.
I wouldn't claim. I don't.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I respect Kobe, but
We got
Claiming
Wilt.
LeBron.
All that matter. We got Wilt, man. Philly got Wilt.
and
True. Exactly. Hey,
Hey, I'm from Virginia,
but
dude.
he not from Philly, but
You know, I know what you meant. All right, I get it. Man. But Wilt lived in Philly
right.
too.
and fucked all the women in Philly too.
Probably did, man. Probably did.
Yeah.
He like allegedly had sex with like 30,000 women. I heard. That was what's up.
fuck?
I mean,
trying to get like him.
if you balling like that, then why not? If they throw
He scored triple digits, man.
Exactly.
He the only person to ever do that.
Except for my
Right.
2K player. My 2K player shit on Wilt the Stip.
But because 2K made him crash, so you know. Man.
I'm not
I
talking
hate
about
that.
that fucking game. I'm not doing it. Y'all can go ahead and have that conversation. I'm not
I
talking about
hate,
it.
like, so when I scored 100 points by about 2 days ago or whatever, it's about the only person to ever score 100 points is Wilt Chamberlain. I'm like, bitch, I just scored 130 last game. Like, what are they talking about? They need to update this shit. And they still got Steve Kerr as a commentator.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, ain't this nigga coaching? So I'm playing with the Warriors, right?
I
And
thought they changed that.
they asked Steve Kerr what he think about the game and all that, each team. This nigga still talking like, ain't you coaching? How the fuck you down here? I mean, up there at commentating.
Wait, he announcing? Well, I was paying attention because I had the shit off. I listen to music before I play the shit. So.
But yeah, Mark, you gotta stop. You gotta stop saying fuck.
Nope.
Fuck the person.
Fuck
man.
LeBron forever. That don't mean shit. Like like some months ago. Y'all know the group Bone Thugs when they from here and shit, right?
I didn't know that.
But Bone Thugs
You know
Harmony.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
They
neither.
say East 99 St. Clair all the time. They say Cleveland all the time on their most of the songs.
I don't know where the fuck
Well, yeah.
St. Clair is.
That's here. That's here. I used to live on St. Actually, I was born and raised in St. Clair. So, but yeah. Well, y'all know about them by Crossroads and the other songs and
They
shit. Y'all
banging over there in St. Clair. They banging.
know about now, but back then there was. But I don't know. Say St. Clair kind of iffy now, but other than that, that's the here and there. But like I was having sex with this one girl and like some other person. I said that Wishbone was trash. They gonna jump on me like I said something wrong. Like here and then representing us. You know what I'm saying? They won Grammys and shit and all that shit. But y'all gonna jump on me talking about something? Oh, you can't say that. He won a Grammy. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Wishbone is still trash. Everybody else on the group is actually good. But Wishbone is fucking trash. So I'm gonna treat LeBron like Wishbone. Okay, even though LeBron ain't trash. Even though I said LeBron, but I'm gonna sit up and like, oh, this nigga trash. Okay,
Did you ever have a LeBron jersey?
Nope. No, that's a goddamn lie. Actually, I had one, but I never. Somebody bought it for me.
Did you burn it?
That shit was dingy before he even left. That's okay. Like I haven't worn a LeBron jersey since like what 05,
Yeah, like
06?
I didn't understand all them niggas that was burning jerseys when he left. Like that. That's a little uncalled for.
I mean, but hey, look what he did though. You know what I'm saying? First,
All he did was leave Cleveland. He did.
Legit reason though. That's the thing about it. He didn't give us legit reason, and then on top of that, he had to go on national TV and announce the shit.
That I did not like. That was a little too much.
Hours. This nigga made us sat there for 2.5 hours to say where he was going.
He said 7 words, and that was the whole special. I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
Exactly. I'm like, man. And another thing too, because not me, but the whole city loves so much. Like we begged this nigga to stay. That's another reason why they kind of did the whole thing. Because he literally, how Dwight Howard did with Orlando. Like they kind of
he just left though. He didn't have a special.
That's what I'm saying. But Orlando they kind of like begged him to stay. They pretty much did what the fuck we did.
I like Dwight Howard. He was definitely a better all-around player when he was in Orlando. I think when he went to LA, I think that's what ruined him.
Just downhill from there.
Right. I mean, I ain't gonna say I could blame Kobe because they both are equal.
I'm not blaming Kobe. I'm just blaming like.
But the ego I'm gonna blame because they was like kind of like not seeing eye to eye with each other or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's like that whole like chemistry kind of ruined it anyway. For what I'm saying.
That was
like,
supposed to be Kobe's last ring right there. That was supposed to be the new Shaq and Kobe.
Exactly.
Everything looked good on paper. Like they had Steve Nash coming there and Dwight Howard. That was supposed to be a bomb squad. Everything looked great on paper, but on the court they just didn't mesh well. It was bad.
Yeah. And then on top of that, fucking Steve Nash got injured for no fucking reason.
He was almost always injured, and Kobe was always injured. They weren't prepared for that.
How much they paid Steve Nash? How much? I forgot what it was.
A lot.
How much they paid a nigga guap, like a hell of a guap of money.
And like besides the Knicks, the Lakers That's like the second most. That's the second franchise with the most money. Speaking of the Knicks, I'm going to a Knicks game on Wednesday. Well, I'm going watching the Sixers play the Knicks.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Porzingis about to.
No, I'm not.
Everybody.
Ain't you sorry to hear that? I'm about to watch. I forgot
Porzingis
Derrick
and Melo.
Rose is on that
D-Rose,
team.
Joakim Noah.
I don't give a fuck about him. Who the hell?
Porzingis.
Who the hell's Porzingis?
Christmas Porzingis. You don't know who that is? That's the star of the team.
I don't watch
Pretty
the
much.
NBA.
That's the star of the team.
He's the
He
star.
over Melo. He
I
over
forgot
Melo.
that Jason
Oh, I didn't even mention Carmelo Anthony. I don't
He
know who
over
the hell
Melo.
plays for the Sixers.
That's why I'm sorry to hear
They
that.
got-
Actually, you're going to see the Sixers lose, so that's
That's
all
what
I'm saying. Sorry to
everybody
hear.
does. Everybody goes to see their favorite team kill the Sixers. That's what people do in Philly.
I mean, I went to a Cavs game. I saw them lost to the Jazz, so
Damn.
that means exactly. So that means
Well, the
nothing.
Jazz is tough
And
though.
they get it for free, so I ain't give a fuck. But you know what I'm saying. So yeah.
Yeah, they good seats too. I ain't in the nosebleeds, where you can like next to the speakers and shit.
And they're right above the fucking screen, the jumbotron and shit like that.
Niggas about to tip over and shit when they stand up. Nah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, LeBron he left and went to Miami, went to go secure the bag, and he came back and gave y'all a championship. You gotta be grateful for that, Mark.
Yeah, for the second year though, not the first year. So
He still came back. You gotta be grateful for that.
that first year mattered. I don't care what nobody say. That first year mattered. I mean, of course he did say, well, it's gonna take a long time, which I thought he was gonna talk about like 5 more years or some shit like
But
that.
do you think he would have been as great as he is now if he'd have stayed in Cleveland?
Yes.
Why you say so? Because I don't.
He was supposed to do that anyway. Like, he was supposed to fucking stay here and give us a ring anyway.
Yeah,
that's
of course, that's what you would want him to do. But would that have happened? Like, would the circumstances have been that way?
Would they have gotten Kyrie Irving?
Exactly. I was about to say that. Would Kyrie Irving had been on that team? Like, would they have needed Kyrie Irving? Would
Kevin Love had came down. Would J.R.
right?
Smith had
Exactly.
come over
Would
from New York?
would they have this team right now?
We didn't. First of all, we didn't leave Kyrie Love. God damn it, we didn't leave. We did not need. We did not need Kevin Love for shit.
Oh
He just
yeah, I agree with that. He was not needed.
I mean, look at the finals. We won the championship. At. Where the fuck he was at?
He sat
That
there
nigga-
and collected a ring.
Exactly. He did nothing. No. And plus, he was injured the second year. I mean, the first year. So you know what I'm saying? And just like Kyrie was injured the first year. You know, but Kyrie did his thing the second. Well, he didn't do a lot, but he did something. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he hit that game-winning 3 that won us the championship. You know what I'm saying? That dagger, I guess. Whatever. But the thing is, that's the credit to
Still
LeBron.
having
You know,
nightmares about that.
hell yeah. And then Iguodala. Ever since he got blocked by LeBron, he did not want to. Hell no.
I'm so happy for him. He left Philadelphia and got himself a
Yeah, he
ring.
came up.
Finals
Came up.
MVP.
Yeah.
Crazy. And that's what happened when you leave Philadelphia.
When you-
That's
when you
why I
leave
gotta get out of
Philadelphia,
here, man.
Yeah.
I need some money.
I mean, Embiid don't get a ring no time soon anyway.
You
so,
gotta leave Philly.
Yeah.
Even if he do leave Philly, he ain't gonna get a ring still. I mean,
You don't know.
don't he worry about fucking Rihanna. Other than that, he don't give a fuck about winning the ring. To be honest
You got
with you.
Rihanna?
He got
Maybe
Rihanna.
he's trying to fuck with Rihanna. No, he's trying to fuck with Rihanna. That's over.
No, that ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen as long as he playing for the Sixers.
Mhm.
He better go
No,
to
but
LA or something.
But they're talking about some. Oh, maybe send me to the All-Star game so Rihanna can notice me. Like, boy, you better go on somewhere. You still the Sixers. She ain't gonna fuck with you like
Yeah.
that.
She from Barbados. You know, maybe she messed with them other Africans.
That's Barbados is in the Caribbean.
Same thing.
No, it's not. It's
Oh,
not the same. It's-
Dang.
Ain't
That's racist.
Joel
Nice.
Embiid from the Dominican Republic or something?
I don't know.
Oh my god,
No,
I'm
look this
offended.
up.
I'm going to my safe space. Oh. Bye, guys. I gotta go to my safe space.
Hey, but I will give LeBron credit on one thing and one thing only. It wasn't for him, did bringing the ring back, I guess, supposedly. Even though he did. Tristan Thompson would never been fucking with Khloe Kardashian for whatever dumbass reason. I don't know why he chose to start fucking. Well, I don't even know why the hell. Well, I know why, but still.
Lamar Odom?
Somebody better shoot Tiger and take Kylie away. 21 Savage, you
21
need to get on
Savage.
that.
Yeah.
I wish we We need to leave these damn Kardashians alone. They bad luck, bro. I'll fuck them. I can't marry them.
Exactly. That's what I say. You need to get in and get out.
But China.
I mean, yeah. I guess
back,
you.
y'all.
I don't care about fucking sports. Can we move on to something else, please?
Hold on, let me finish this comment about the Kardashians.
God.
So, you're not supposed to get involved with any, like, you see Kanye went crazy.
Yeah.
Lamar Odom's a crackhead.
Tiger
Tiger
just.
wow.
No,
Tiger just
crackhead.
taking
He's a
L's.
crackhead. Tiger's taking L's, except for that.
He been
He been to the L's, right? He been
That's what I'm
to.
saying, he been
But
taking
except for that one song that he just dropped with Kanye, that John was a little
I don't
fire.
like that.
That song, guy. It's
It's
not
a little fire.
Only because of Kanye. If Kanye was all over that
Yeah.
track,
No,
then maybe.
Kanye
But
ruined
Tiger
it at
messed
the
up the
end.
song for me.
Kanye ruined it at the end when he was trying
the singing?
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
like.
bad.
I don't
Yeah, I like that
Tiger,
part either.
Like
I'm
The
not
mixing was terrible,
I'm
too.
not a fan of Tiger either. I like the song.
I like the beat though. The beat fire. I ain't gonna lie. The beat fucking hard as fuck.
Yeah,
the
the beat
hottest
going, man.
mixtape right now to me is that Tory Lane shit. I'm sorry, I listened to it. That shit is fire.
Yeah, both of them. Both of them.
And Shot Glizzy shit hot too.
Just the
Okay.
one.
Hey, who care about the bitch ass nigga?
Yeah.
Actually, I was about to fight him one time, but luckily his security guard stopped me.
You about to fight him?
Yeah,
I need to hear about this.
it was just a regular shit. I don't know what the fuck.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Where were you?
Meek and Nicki broke up.
What?
I don't care about that. That's none of my business.
About that either. Yeah. I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that relationship wasn't gonna last long. Like, did you really think that the Nicki and fucking Meek shit
You
was gonna
sound,
last?
you sound like a hater right now.
Me?
Yeah, you said I knew that wasn't gonna last. You sound like a hater, Mark.
Oh, wait, so you mean to tell me, KG, that you really thought that the Nicki
It's none of
and-
my business. I don't really care about it.
But look at them and say, oh yeah, they're gonna last long.
That
Did you-
never even crossed my mind because I didn't care.
That did. I mean, I didn't care. Well, I kind of cared,
It's
but
none of my
really-
business.
well, shit. I mean, they put it out there. They who made it public.
Obviously, but they can put it out there. That don't mean I have to care about it.
Nobody didn't care about it. They just want to throw it in our fucking face. Okay, like, yeah, we together, we in love. Like, first of all, we all knew that was some bullshit. To be honest with you, that was just like, yo, he was using Nicki to get where he was at, and Nicki was just being him because he was out at the time. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this came in a weird situation. Like, even though we all know that she really missed Safari. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I don't think so. That dude got caught twerking.
she still don't care. She's still missing it. I mean, that's her ghostwriter. I mean, all her best shit
Yeah,
came from him.
she might like best. Nicki Minaj is garbage.
Fam, you gotta check out that Beat Me Up Scotty tape.
I'm good. I'm good.
She is trash.
Okay, I'll
The
give
only thing
you
I
like
that verse she had on Monster. That was alright.
yeah, that
I'll give you
All
that.
around garbage. I don't care.
before the
But-
second she did all the pop shit. I'll give you that. Yeah, she's trash. But before that, like Beat Me Up Scotty, Playtime Is Over. She was killing the motherfucking game. Like she
When she came out, my sister was always listening to that. I was like, turn that off. I don't want to
bars,
hear
nigga.
that.
She was a man, whatever, fam. But anyways,
But yeah,
But-
it's none of my business. I don't care about that.
but I still knew that she was gonna last. Kind of like the Amber and Wiz situation. I knew that she wasn't gonna last either. So, yeah. I mean, you ever been with a
Shit.
girl? Yeah, you ever been with a girl? And you be like, yeah, this ain't gonna last. Well, I'm
just like you having a conversation. You having a conversation with them, and you just thinking in your head, yeah, I don't know why I'm talking to you.
it sound like that. Like,
And-
yeah,
and like when
work out.
And like when when they're talking to you, it's just like the womp womp on Charlie
Yeah,
Brown.
but-
Womp womp.
Exactly,
What the
like,
fuck are you talking about right now?
yeah, I don't like your attitude either. Yeah, this ain't gonna last. This ain't gonna last, bitch. I'm gonna fuck you a couple more times. I'm gonna kick your ass out. I can't fuck with you, fam.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
what the fuck were we talking about?
We was talking
Oh,
about LeBron.
Oh yeah, well, I said Kardashians. Like, just get in and get out. You see what they did to Lamar Odom. He's a crackhead now.
I mean, luckily, fucking Chris Humphries got away. Luckily,
Yeah.
so the wages.
Funny thing about that. Okay, disclaimer here. I don't like the Kardashians. I frankly despise.
Hey, I admire their business tactics.
I'll give her that. You know, she's They're
They
brilliant when
funny
it comes
to
to
me.
business.
Actually, Chris said the pimp, the whole pimp of this whole
She's
operation.
definitely
Yeah.
the mastermind.
She
I
is.
admire their business tactics. They know how to market
But-
themselves.
The whole
Really?
Kardashian operation. She's like the whole like
Okay.
your master. Yeah.
Speaking
Go
of
ahead.
Chris Humphries, though, I get what Mark's talking about. When they got married, and though I don't know if anyone recalls, that was like a big TV event and all this shit.
Who?
When
Basketball player Chris
Kim
Humphries?
and when they got married, Chris and
Oh, they were
whoever.
actually married? I thought,
Yeah. At one point they were.
damn,
Yeah.
Kanye nigga broke up a marriage.
But anyway, I looked over at my mom, who watches them religiously, I might add, much to my dismay.
Most women do.
I said that I give that relationship 3 months tops, and sure enough, fast forward, it lasted 72 days.
The Kardashians don't like white men. That's it. That's the reason.
Yeah.
Kardashians don't like white men.
I got feeling like this is what I
Well, I
think.
mean,
I think
no,
people with
you
money
Well,
they
look
get
at
married
Scott
too
though.
fast.
Look at Scott though. You
Yeah,
can't say that.
but look at Chris and Caitlyn. See
Well,
how that
true.
turned out?
But you know the crazy thing is though, Courtney's the actual number one. I mean, she like the spotlight, but she don't like being in the spotlight
Who the hell
that
is
much.
Courtney?
Right.
The unknown Kardashian. I mean, the real cool and well.
Unknown.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, of course she had them kids. I mean, that, of course, well, which they ain't gonna, that don't mean nothing. I mean, hoes gonna be hoes when they have kids, but that's besides the point. But like she did when she don't like being in the spotlight. I mean, she'll be on TV here and there, but she don't like being in the spotlight. She don't like being part of the whole Kardashian empire. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, but she's the normal one. So yeah, I understand. Scott kind of toned it down, but you know, but Scott went crazy too. Think about
Yeah.
that. Well, his parents died, so I can see why he went.
Yeah.
And, you know, and go ahead.
Yeah, Scott, the thing with him, he's sort of always had a history of being wild.
Yeah. So.
Fuck.
So-
I
What
dropped
the
my
fuck are
chicken.
you doing?
Is it burnt?
Black, you black. You're not supposed to drop your chicken.
I dropped my chicken.
That shit
But-
probably got all kinds of lint in it.
Hell yeah, some dirt, might drop it,
Some hair.
some ice here.
Oh.
He's trying to say you got rodents, man.
No, I mean, not
No,
really.
he did have a mouse in his house at one point. I remember he
I
sent in a
did.
picture.
It was right there.
Oh, yeah, I have.
I
Yeah,
saw
I-
it right at the corner of my eye. I'm like, wait, what?
Go. Yeah, it's funny
Not
because
gonna
Why do you think I have cats, guys? Why do you think I have cats?
I'm not gonna say I don't, but I never
It's-
saw one.
There's nothing you can do during the winter time. Like
exactly. So
that's they do.
I mean, you can, but you know,
I
that's
probably got millions of them motherfuckers. I just never saw one. Hope I never see one. That's just.
I caught one recently. You know what I'm saying?
My mom's
You
petrified.
gotta go around your house. You gotta patch up all the holes, man, because they
Yeah.
can squeeze through.
Anything.
Anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
The smallest
My mom is
spot.
like petrified of fucking mice, and it cracks me up.
It's fucking disgusting.
Oh, it is disgusting. I'm not denying that, but I'm just saying, like, she's afraid of them to the point she won't do anything, and I'm like, she's just scared of them.
I
Like,
step
if-
on a motherfucker.
Yeah,
I
I
got
mean-
some shoes on.
Yeah. I almost
But
put some motherfucking mice for
There's
some reason. I don't know
okay,
why.
it's
Not with my butters though. Not with my
it's
Timbs.
not anyone. It's not anyone I've lived. What?
On the East Coast.
What?
Y'all, just like women. You know how women like don't like, especially black women, when they like walking in the ring with their hair, they tie this fucking hair up and shit. Y'all East Coast niggas, well, not y'all in particular, but just the niggas, y'all care about your Timbs more than anything. Y'all want to do your Timbs, nothing. Like I don't give a shit about Timbs,
Cause
nigga.
they cost $170.
Okay, well, how much Jordans cost? Y'all fucked them up with the quickness.
Jordan cost 190.
Exactly. So that's y'all still gonna fuck them up regardless. Y'all niggas don't care about Jordans like that.
190.
But when it comes to Timberlands, y'all gotta be careful. That's kinda bad.
Timberlands are easier to mess up though, cause it's suede.
And they go with anything. Like Jordans don't go with anything.
Right?
Oh yeah, you got a point there.
You can throw whatever on with some Timbs.
You could throw a pair of cargo shorts. I just seen niggas throw cargo shorts. on with
That's Philly
cargo
shit.
shirts
That's
and the black
Philly.
tee.
That's Philly
That's-
all the way. People that wear
that's
shorts with
definitely-
Timberlands, that's Philly.
That's really. You got the
They got
goddamn
the polo
hat,
socks on.
the tank
or
top,
Nike socks.
yeah, the socks, yeah, you know what I'm
Tank
saying?
top,
Yeah.
either tan or olive cargo shorts, polo
Yeah.
socks, and Timberlands that's not laced.
Or just any hat, or just any hat in general, basically.
And a snapback.
snapback.
With a Sunni.
Stop it, you know what I'm saying?
A
You got-
Sunni. Okay, you piqued my interest. What is a Sunni?
A beard and a bald head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Most of them wear a kufi with,
Yep.
with the thing. Yeah.
Damn near half the city of Philly is Muslim.
Yeah.
Is that?
Well, fake. Most of them are fake, I might add.
I thought,
Big Muslim. It's a whole lot of them.
Fake Muslim.
During
Oh,
Thanksgiving,
Muslim with
during-
the hair
is
knocked out,
during
dog.
Thanksgiving, they might take part in a piece of swine or two. I'm just saying.
First semester, they got a whole lot of shit under that tree.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So is this like an epidemic in
Ramadan,
Philly?
they eat.
Definitely.
everything during
Paradox,
Ramadan.
that's a great word to use for that. Like
Yes.
most of them not what do they
Fake
say
Muslim epidemic.
on a dean? That's what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not on a dean. They not following rules of Ramadan and all of that.
During Ramadan, they at Liberty Place eating Chinese food. Like, come on, man. The boy be fasting.
They wear whatever they want. They not always covered up.
They listen
especially-
to all this gangster rap.
Especially when it's hot outside. You think they wearing all of that? You crazy.
And they got multiple
They got
side
the
chicks.
ass out and all that. Getting hit with their chemo on, man. I just, yo.
Just straight
Goofy, yo.
disrespecting their religion.
Kind of Jehovah's Witnesses, basically.
It's definitely fake Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There is fake. Not surprisingly, there's fucking fake Christians and shit around here too. It's a matter of they're like, oh, I'm gonna knock church's door down, but I'm a piece of shit.
Right.
I'm not gonna do-
Every religion has that. Like the people that go out and sin during the week and then go try to repent.
It's
Well,
and
Sunday.
that, like I'll give you a story. I'll give you a story.
Special-
This is
special
really
Thursday.
funny. This is really funny. So, my mom, this is years ago. I don't even remember the guy's name. Like, it's before I was born. You know, I've just heard the story because she finds it funny. Was friends with these two brothers. Where their brothers went to church all the time. We're trying to convince their father, who was a judge, to go to church.
Mhm.
So finally, much to his dismay, the father, who's a judge, goes to church. And he's sitting in the church pew, and he just starts pointing people out. He's like, well, that one in the front row I arrested because he didn't pay his child support. That one violated...
God damn, they snitching all over the goddamn.
Just snitch.
Damn.
Like, he just went through the whole,
He
pretty much the whole
violated parole.
chore. Yeah, parole. That's the word I was looking for. This one violated parole. This one did this last week.
This one a rapist. This
Yeah,
one.
I mean, like, literally. That's what he was like. And they never asked him to go to church again.
That sounds like a person I
Yeah.
would love to meet. I want to meet that person.
Yeah, I know. I do too.
Nigga, that's Miss Johnson. You think about it, that one. That's
Like,
Miss Johnson in
it's
the
like-
church. Like, oh Lord, she said her booty on the corner. The little girl right there, she said her booty on the corner. Or her mama, she know like every man in the neighborhood.
And
She
it's
been a hoe, yeah. Like,
like people take this attitude, and there's this line in the song that I fucking love, Animal Keeper. It has this.
Pastor Vernon steal money at the collection
But
plate.
anyhow,
Like, the
anyhow.
fuck?
I like your Christ, but I do not like your Christians, and that's a lot of what I say too. Because a lot of, not all of them, but a lot of fucking Christians are fake as hell and just want to look down on you and are holier than that.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, I don't necessarily believe what you believe in, but
Yeah.
I respect that you.
But I
I
yeah.
respect that this is what you believe in. Like, I respect your religion, but if you're gonna go all the way with it and try to push this in my face every 5 seconds,
Yeah,
you can at
that's- what
least
are
go
you
along
doing?
with it. Like, you
That's
making fun
what
of me
you
talking
doing.
with my hands?
That's what the hell are you doing, fam?
You're derailing the conversation.
I
Let
guess
the balloon
guess-
talk.
Yeah, the balloon one.
But yeah, I was saying, like, I may not believe what you believe in, but if you're gonna try to push this in my face every 5 seconds, like most religious people do, at least, like, follow what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. People want to take this mentality, and a lot of people, like in the Bible Belt, are guilty of this. I'm not denying this. Is they are like, oh, I'm so much better than you. No one is perfect. I don't care what you do, what you say, what you think, feel. No one is perfect. And at the same time, if I run into someone that is atheist, agnostic, or believes in some other deity, I'm going to respect them, and I'm going to say, hey,
as you should.
yeah, like
I know you want to fuck a female atheist. I ain't gonna lie.
This is an interesting story. In the Walmart, of all places, there was a lady running a jewelry account. Hold on. I'm getting to it.
Ain't nothing good happening in Walmart.
I know.
Let me finish. It's an
What
interesting
type of
story.
what type of Walmart is it, fam? Because it's a different type of Walmart. What type of Walmart is this one?
It's a regular Walmart.
Okay, all right. Not ratchet. Okay, cool. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
We were in there. I forget where we were fucking at, and we went by the jewelry counter, and there's this lady here at the jewelry counter, about 20s, I presume. And I noticed the necklace, though. The necklace was a pentagram, which, like, it shocked me that even, you know, I appreciate the Walmart because around there, if someone really noticed that, they would shun this person, which around here they would, and it sort of pisses me off, even though I don't agree with what they believe in and don't understand the appeal of being a Satanist or whatever the fuck.
You
This
just
nigga
reminded
died.
me of something. I was in the South. I forget which state I was in.
Alabama?
No. I'm drawing a blank. But I was definitely in the South, and I was in a Walmart. I'm walking around. Do you know that in the South they sell guns in Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you
but
get the Draco from Walmart.
You didn't know that?
Paradox that's not in the North though. Like I've never
get
seen.
There's
it.
one here. They sell guns here.
You live in the Midwest, Mark.
Oh,
I'm
true.
talking about
You can get the Draco from Walmart.
But they got more like hunting. You talking about like
Yeah,
hunting?
hunting and stuff.
But I know that-
Northeastern United States, where most of the major cities are, they wouldn't trust us with that. That's not there.
I mean, you could get them from.
They got it up near like New Hampshire.
Exactly.
And shit like
Yeah.
that.
But you can get them legally any fucking way. So it really don't matter.
Yeah, I mean,
But
It
that
depends.
shocked me though. Like you could buy.
No, but KG, it's some up here
Like,
but it depends on
literally-
like, where you at. Like if you like in Lancaster or whatever, like it's more land out there, so like it's more like a place for you to go hunting.
But I never
Yeah,
saw
like,
that
literally,
in a
in any-
Walmart in Philly.
like if you walk in
it's
any,
not really no place like not no really places in Philly you would go hunt except for in the streets you hunt for people that you know what I mean.
Or you can show up a mall or a school. You know.
but
Hold
anywhere,
on, I'm not encouraging that.
with a hunting
Mark's
with
opinion
a
is his.
with a hunting rifle, blow somebody's fucking brains out with a hunting rifle, man. I actually shot one of those before.
I did
Yeah.
too.
I think I
Okay.
want to do that for my birthday. Like when I
Like-
go to, because I'm going to
Oh,
New York for
right.
my birthday. I want to go to the gun range. Yeah.
I've been.
I shot a regular gun too before.
Okay, I want to ask
It was
a
down south,
specific
though.
question. Okay, in pawn shops, like if I don't know if y'all been in a pawn shop recently or
Yeah,
any.
hold on. I gotta
Do they have guns
tell y'all
there?
shit. I gotta tell y'all.
You
shit.
ever see that show Pawn Stars before?
Yeah,
Porn stars? What?
I watched all of them.
You
shit.
know, I hate you. You know what I'm talking about.
Pawn Wars.
No, I had not seen that.
All right, I gotta tell y'all a story real quick.
Where?
So somebody I know, right? They
Right.
live in a pawn shop. They
What?
listen. Like they don't literally live in a pawn shop, but that's their favorite place because they always fucking broke,
Oh, okay.
right? So he's like a friend of the family or whatever and shit like that. So he come over all the time. Like when he popped, they ain't got no money or whatever. But when he get his check or whatever, he goes home. He do whatever his money. He don't never share with nobody. So one time, he came up here talking about, man, my bill's not paid. I was in the pawn shop. I had to pawn my TV. He said I had to pawn my Blu-ray DVD player, and I had to pawn
damn.
and I had to put on all my Blu-rays. He said he got like over 100 Blu-rays or 1,000. Some one of them fucking numbers. And that's when so my cousin was gonna let him do some work for her or whatever, like clean or help her
Gotta
move,
be
stuff
crackhead.
like that.
Yeah.
Help her, look, listen. Help. Look, listen. So he helped her move. So we helping her move and all that. She paid.
What did he steal? What he steal?
No, listen.
Cause you know crackheads love to steal.
Listen. She paid me about $200 or whatever because it was a lot of moving. She paid him $10, right? Mind you, listen. He got all his stuff out at a pawn shop. Then he started to, when he got dropped off, he said, "I ain't never working for that bitch again." Blah, blah, blah. He's like, what did he say? He said, Lincoln freed the slaves, bitch. He said, "I ain't coot the Kente and all that." That shit was funny. And then one time, like recently, me and my sister was on the phone with him. We actually at the pawn
What?
shop.
Crackheads have
They're-
oh,
they're-
never mind.
They're across the street at the pawn shop.
They got the flip phones. Never mind. Of course, crackheads have phones.
right? We was at the I'm about to say flip phone. We was at the pawn shop near his house. And so I don't know what me and my sister was going there to get or whatever. So she was getting something. And that's when, she was on the phone with my sister. And she's like, this nigga and all that moves so slow in here. And that's when he's like, hey, that's my buddy. Don't talk about him like that. Because he always in that motherfucker. Oh, my God. That's it. Yo. To me, that was funny as shit.
Who knew a crackhead in a pawn shop? That's some new shit to me.
He don't live in a pawn
I like
shop.
how you just assumed that he was a crackhead.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm like,
I don't know, but I think he is. I think he is.
that's
I mean-
easy. That's what I'm saying.
That's
Thank you.
what they do. That's what
Okay. So to get
I
back
know.
to my
I literally know too many crackheads that does shit like that. Like, so like, yeah. Of course. Nigga, that's all but down the street is nothing but crackheads. This street I live on is nothing but fucking crackheads. So it's like, so like you know what's so funny? It's the fucked up like
Draco Tuck.
knowing Mark, it's probably his next door fucking neighbor. The way he's like,
dead ass. No. Dead ass. It did. Bullshit you not. No, he stays in that motherfucking house. No lights, no TV, no nothing.
Oh,
that
yeah.
nigga just stays there. That nigga even fucking operated a fucking car wash over there.
Oh yeah, yep. Crackheads like to start up little small businesses.
See, so, like, nigga, if we go to the store, my mom goes to the store, I'll go to the store. Like, I'll see him out there, the nigga be sweeping the goddamn, like, fucking rake. Out the whole street now, the whole fucking street, just sweeping the goddamn rake. And he'd be like, what's up, man? I'm like, what's up, Cracky? And
Yeah,
then just moving on.
it's a couple of them around my way too. Just walking around like zombies.
Yeah, they're still
Sleepwalking, that's what you call it.
Them niggas stole most of the fucking what's the shit called? Well, copper off the house.
yeah.
So they stole it and sold it.
Hey, I got an interesting scam for you. The neighbors that used to live beside me, there's like 5 people living in this teeny tiny fucking house. They're just a bunch of thugs. The best way to describe it.
Thugs? Wow.
Wait, so
thugs?
they're all
Super predators.
Well, let me finish. So what they did was 2 of them would essentially got a job at DirecTV installing satellite dishes.
Oh damn!
Lord.
So you can pretty much piece it together from there.
You can't let
So
no nigga get no job like that. He's supplying a whole block.
Literally, what ended up happening, it was like middle of the fucking night, at like 12 in the morning. I'm in bed. I hear the cops and shit pull up right beside my house, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? You know, I just get up. And they arrested all 5 of them for, I forget what all they stole, but like a shit ton of crap.
Cable boxes, remotes.
Not cable boxes, like breaking into people's houses and shit.
Oh shit!
Oh, maybe PlayStation.
Yeah, because what happened was these people would assume when they saw the DirecTV van, they're there installing something.
Oh, yo, that's kind of smart. That's kind of smart.
It
was brilliant.
I mean, fucked up but brilliant. That's
like
okay.
when you remember I told you I did that program at Penn over the summer, so we went to go like. No, Mark, no, not Penn State. No. No. It's 2 different things. Do you need me to explain to you again?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure, Mark?
I was being an asshole.
There's different pins out there.
Butt rape, no butt rape. You do the math. All right. So we used to go watch court cases. So there's one dude, the gas company in Philly is called PGW. So he got the PGW uniform and he went in there and he would knock on people's doors, right? So this particular case when he got caught, so he went into this lady's house, right? So she's like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to come," and he comes in there and like goes into her room. He says, "I'm gonna need you to leave the room. I'm gonna do some tests." So he starts knocking on walls. She says he starts knocking on walls like.
Well, knocking on walls, all right.
No, this is not a rape, Mark. This is. I would just put that as not.
I didn't say she was a rapper because you know how most bitches do. You know what I'm saying? Like if they trying to get some free shit, they gonna give them the pussy. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, go ahead.
This is not the situation.
All right, bet, cool.
So he's pretending that he's doing tests. Like I don't know what knocking on the wall had to do with gas, but I guess she was gullible enough. But because she left the room, So she said that when he left the room, she saw that all the money had been taken out of her wallet because her purse was there. So she started to get worried, and she called the police, and he had already ran out the door. I don't know how he got caught, but that happened. So that's scary. Like,
Yeah, I got a good one for you.
I watched them motherfuckers like a hawk.
yeah, like how can like if somebody come up to your door with like a uniform on, like try to find a truck or something out there, like it got
even
a
then,
logo on it.
Even then,
Motherfucker,
the
if
truck
I
can
ain't
be.
call for you, no, no.
Yeah, even.
Hey, you got watch from them. What's some people that check your meters? You got watch from them too. Like
Even then, though, like there's people can buy a truck and slap a logo on it. It's not that hard to do. So, but I got a funny one to tell you. Speaking of crime, so this is
speaking of crime.
No, well, anyhow, you get what I mean.
I get it.
So this guy, I don't know his name. I don't really care. Was committed or was charged with Grand Theft Auto, and his lawyer was sitting in the courtroom waiting for him.
Wait, San Andreas or Vice City? Which one?
Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Theft of a motor vehicle, jackass. To be technical about it.
So
That
Vice
effect.
City, got you.
Shut the
Vice
fuck
City.
up. So anyway, the judge is asking where is the defendant, more or less. The lawyer's like, I don't know. I just saw him like a few minutes ago. So it turns out, meanwhile, while everyone is waiting on this jackass, he's stealing his own fucking lawyer's car. And I'm sitting here thinking, no, I'm about 90% sure
Oh,
he's
that's
not.
shocking to me because only baby was do stupid shit like that. It was a dumb white man. That's so interesting. Wow, tell me more.
I'm sitting here, when I hear this, I'm sitting here thinking, so let me get this straight. So you're being charged with this. You have a court case in a courtroom right now for this exact charge, and you're going to steal your own lawyer's car who's trying to defend you.
Maybe he has a disease. Maybe he's like addicted to stealing.
You can't think stupid, apparently. Best said by Ross fucking wife.
Or maybe he smashed his wife. Something we don't know.
Why would some... Wait, hold on. Wait. Why did you result to smashing his... And second of all, if he even done that, why would he be defending this guy? Like, damn. And if he smashed his wife... Wait, if he smashed his wife, wouldn't he have the keys?
I had a DJ Khaled joke and I fucked it up.
I was thinking that too.
Okay. Fuck me.
But Paradox, you said in the Twitter chat you were researching the topic you wanted to talk about.
Yeah. Y'all have heard about that shit going on in Chicago. The crap video.
Oh, I was talking about the four black kids.
You've not heard about this, KG?
Is that they accusing they blaming Black Lives Matter for
No. I'm not talking about blaming Black Lives Matter. I'm talking about the event more specifically. Because I don't think it's...
No, that's what I want to know. Because the four black kids that kidnapped the white man, they're all blaming on Black Lives Matter.
No. Okay, I'm not going to dive into the fact they're blaming Black Lives Matter because I don't support that. But what I am going to say is this. So essentially the gist of the story was this. 4 idiots. We'll say
black
fucking...
idiots. 4 black idiots. That's
okay.
Not...
All right, fine. If you want to drag the color in there, go ahead. I'm getting it.
4 dumb niggas.
Exactly.
Okay.
4 niggas. I don't got no problem dragging my own race, okay?
Okay.
Now, it's not being straight, none of that shit. Like, when I call shit like I see it. Okay, now all of us black people are good. So I'm not going to say like, oh, we holding it down. No, fuck that. There's some 4 dumbass niggas that don't represent us, by the way.
Okay, so 4 dumbasses.
Dumb niggas.
Kidnapped.
It's or 4 dumb black asses.
4 people kidnapped.
I like how you dodging the nigga.
I'm waiting for that. I'm saving that for episode 100. So 4 they kidnapped and tortured a kid. Well, I say, or a white guy who's like a
disabled white man is supposedly disabled. I don't know if they were disabled or not.
He is disabled, Mark. He had schizophrenia and ADHD, attention deficit disorder.
Oh yeah, that is disability.
So he was 18 years old. His hair, or essentially his scalp, was cut. He was forced to drink toilet water. They essentially pummeled this guy and streamed it on Facebook as well.
Dumb.
While saying shit like "fuck Trump," fuck fuck you white,
fuck the KKK.
expletive.
Listen. It's stuff like this that that people do that are extremists of the Black Lives Matter movement. There's people that do this.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily even.
Listen, there's people that are extremists of the Black Lives Matter movement that do this, and then the media then turns that around to make it seem like the whole movement is based on that. And when they do stuff like this, that diminishes the entire meaning of the movement, because that's all they're focusing the attention towards, rather than the positive stuff that is trying to be done. Like, there's actually positive stuff that's trying to be done.
Yeah.
Not everybody in the movement feels that way. Like,
Right.
Most people, like, it's the minority that do extreme stuff, stupid stuff like this, and that overshadows everything that's trying to be done.
It's the same thing with any movement or religion. It's like we see it with frickin' Islam. You know, we see these extremist nutcases that do awful things.
That run planes into buildings.
Yes.
Yeah, we see police officers shooting black people, and people think all police officers are bad.
Exactly.
Right.
That's a good.
Or we see all white people at Paradise, and we assume they shoot bars in schools and shit.
Exactly.
So, like,
but
we all do.
To get back to the topic.
Okay,
here's the thing. All right, regardless of their association with Black Lives Matter, I'm not going to go into that. I don't think they represent that whole movement as a whole.
They don't know.
I don't.
But
Most of the media,
general.
But the media spends it that way, and
a lot of the media I've seen though hasn't necessarily spent it in that light, thankfully, to a certain degree. But I've not watched like any major news media. I've been going by articles online from Clinton News Network.
Tammy Raha, what the fuck that bitch name is? I can't stand that.
The first thing I want to talk about is this: the legal definition of a hate crime. And I can get it.
That's a hate crime. Definitely a hate crime. That's definitely a hate crime.
The legal definition of a hate crime is targeting someone based on their religion, disability, political views, gender, and a bunch of other shit.
Right.
Political views, definitely. They were saying fuck Trump during the video.
So Don Lemon on the Clinton News Network, or CNN, says, and I quote,
"Oh God."
Let me get the exact quote pulled up here.
I hate that nigga. Well,
Something to the effect of, "This is." Hold on, let me get the exact quote because it's so good I can't.
That nigga down there is a real life Tom from Boondocks. I bullshit that nigga is a real life Tom from Boondocks. I could tell a nigga that a white woman don't even fuck her. I mean, they fuck her, but don't please her at all. What's that? The nigga just be with her because he's black.
Okay, so here's what he said. He said it's something to the effect that the attack was not evil, and also that it was just bad behavior resulting from bad home training.
Yeah, right.
Bad home training.
Of course, it has something to do with the parents, but you should. It's not just that. Like,
it's not. These people. I'm sorry.
Of course, they were not raised right, but it's not just that. Like, at that age, you should know not to do stuff like that.
Well, what kills me about it is I don't know if all the attackers, but I know at least one of them is over the age of 24.
Exactly.
So,
that's what I'm saying.
And another thing that disgusts me is that actually, allegedly, this is not from, I would say, a viable source, but allegedly, one of the attackers was this kid's friend. Which is it makes it even more disgusting. But the thing about it is with Don Lemon, okay, I hate to break it to you, Lemon, but this is fucking evil, and this is classified as a fucking hate crime.
You know why he did that shit? So the black people won't say shit to him, because we know they'll dog him and shit like that. That's the only reason why. He's trying to follow all the niggas, not just black people, just all the niggas, to go on his Twitter and shit like that. And just be like, oh, you traitor, you did you that shit for like years now. Anytime, it's like, so he had to kind of somewhat defend us, I guess, because of that shit.
When you say something like this, the only thing you're doing is knocking America backwards.
Exactly.
Because regardless whom it is, what gender, race, ethnicity it is, We need to identify things as a hate crime when they actually are.
Exactly.
And I think we do. And like one interesting number, I don't know what 2016's are, but I read on, I had to find the exact figures on it, but the FBI each year makes a report of the hate crimes that are, committed. And for 2015, of course, anti-white hate crimes were the lowest. That's not surprising. For the next one was anti-black. And the most highest one, which I find fascinating, was the anti-Jewish. That's an interesting statistic.
There are still those people out there?
Yes. Like I can
Shout out to Hitler.
Yes.
But it's
Shout out to Hitler, though.
that I found staggering. But I feel like, though, another thing, too, what pisses me off is the superintendent of the Chicago police, Eddie Johnson, I think's his name. I know his first name's Eddie. Said something else. We're investigating it as a hate crime. There is no investigation. Have you watched the fucking video?
There's no need for an investigation.
Like, watch the video. These dumbasses filmed majority of the shit they did like a bunch of fucking idiots.
That's some Chief Keef.
I don't know.
Hey, I just want to say one thing, though. You could tell them niggas something wrong with them niggas about the way they look. Especially that last nigga. That nigga like a I'm like, oh, yeah. Like, oh, yeah, I can see something off with that nigga. Yeah, he definitely playing that shit. Like all the niggas like something was wrong with him. Like, yeah.
Now, thankfully, this has been charged with as a hate crime. And I agree with that. And I think, really, with these people considering their... Huh?
They should get some time for that. I don't care. They should get some time.
We need to get people like that off the streets because they're stupid.
Yeah, they're idiots.
We don't need people like that in this country. Like, I just like at a time like this when there's so much negativity happening between like not even just the police and the citizens. Like there's this whole election and all that. We do not need any more divisiveness between us.
Absolutely.
We do not need that right now.
Right.
It's only going to make things worse. And the thing that bothers me is this. I don't care if you despise the ground Trump walks on, which I frankly don't like either of them. But at the same time, this is not the way you help that. The way you help that is by getting your opinion out there, protesting peacefully, and spreading the word about what you want to feel.
That's another thing. Like, but how do we get our voice across? Because when we protest, they say that we're rioting. And
well, the thing about it is, we come back to idiots that do initiate riots. That's part of the problem to a certain degree.
No, like when there's peaceful protests and like we're standing there holding hands and all of that. What do you
singing Kumbaya?
What do you need the SWAT team for?
Right.
True there.
What are you spraying mace on us for? There's no reason for that.
But pellet guns and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I'll give you that.
Pellet guns and shit, like come on now, like.
So what's the proper way to get our point across? Trevor Noah, I don't know if you know about
I know
him.
Trevor.
Of course.
He had a great point on that. He was talking to that moron Tommy Lauren.
Yeah.
She was dodging around the question.
Yeah, she was bullshitting.
He was asking what's the proper way for us to protest when our voices aren't being heard. And every single way that we try to make our voices heard, we're not being listened to. So how do we do it? And she was dodging the question.
Bullshitting. Dang.
But I think, though, that's a difficult question. I don't have the answer to it. I think the police, what we need to do with police force, we need to fucking completely restructure that entirely. Because it's a matter of shit's happening constantly. All the time you hear about a shooting or something dumb that a fucking cop done. And I'm not saying all cops are bad. But there's some that are on a power kick that are overzealous, and some they have a racial motive. And they do terrible things. And the protesting as well, I'll agree with you on too. Like, if it's a peaceful protest, then there is no need for cops with mace and riot shields and shit. That isn't necessary.
But then again, when it gets to the point where we have the situation in Dallas, like what happened there was uncalled for.
Like,
on top of that, they accused the wrong person. They ain't fighting the wrong person, but they accused it a wrong person. Thinking,
I think maybe the mentality that they're applying to that is, oh, well, if we put people out there like that, that are intimidating, it will prevent. a riot, but I think at the same time that might just make matters worse. Because it would, I wouldn't say necessarily, I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for, not initiate, but I think it would make people more prone to do that. But anyhow, just to close it out, it's disgusting, in my opinion. They need to be buried under the fucking jail, and I frankly think that dumbasses like this need to learn that, yes, there's awful things happening in America right now, but that is not the way you help push Black Lives Matter. That's not the way you help that movement, because it isn't this...
They weren't even trying to represent this shit. I feel like the media was trying to like put that on them, and put that movement on them because, you know, again, they're black.
Did they even mention Black Lives Matter during
No, they didn't.
I know.
Because I didn't actually see the video. I saw.
They was looking for somewhere to blame that.
I saw the articles, and that's disgusting. Like the fact that they didn't even mention Black Lives Matter during that video when they were doing that. The fact that the media put that in those articles is disgusting. Like that shows you that the movement is actually positive and is actually doing something. Even
people like that Black Matter said themselves, like any negativity going towards that don't represent us. So they know for a fact if niggas out there doing dumb shit like that, it's not representing towards them. They made it loud and clear, but you know, not white America, but you know, the media, they don't care because, you know, hey, a lot of white people get hate, black people should get hate too because blah, blah, blah. But more so that it's just that they just looking for something to blame. That's all. It's a blame.
Most of the main news sources I've seen are not portraying it as a Black Lives Matter, you know.
Kidnapping?
They're kidnapping. I've seen articles, like a lot of articles denouncing that, saying it has nothing to do with it. And then, like another thing, the police hold on. They're saying there is no link between the Chicago kidnapping and Black Lives Matter. So to a certain degree, the media isn't portraying it in that light.
But they're looking for something to, like, you know what I'm saying, kind of, because again, like we were talking about, like, on the year end wrap up, like it was a big thing, and they're trying to look for something to tear it down just a little, you know what I'm saying? Because like they was basically sick of the whole time.
Just like they took out Martin Luther King.
I'll admit there's some far right news sources that are labeling it as that, but
that's your Fox News. Ain't even on Twitter.
Don't stop watching Fox News. They're all fucking morons. Stop watching Fox News.
Yo, look at Mark Dice. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Mark Dice. You know what I'm saying? That nigga love
Dice.
Like if you just
look at Mark Dice, not us. Dice, shut up. No, oh my god.
But if you just look up, look at the majority news articles on there. Not all news sources are labeling it as that. That's one thing I'm happy about. But moving on forward, just to finish my piece, I think it's disgusting. I think they need to be buried into the trail. Anyone who's labeling as Black Lives Matter needs to go fuck themselves as well. Because they're not helping things, they're just making it worse.
Or just saying Black Lives Matter anything. Just because it's about white, just shut the fuck up. Just go fuck yourself.
And even if it was connected to that, which I don't think it is, because there's no link that I've seen.
It's not.
Yeah, that's not what the movement's about, and they have there's no relation to that on that front.
And for the last and final time, when we say Black Lives Matter, we're not really talking about us. We're talking about the shit that got done to us in general. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not saying like, oh, all lives matter, but not everybody else. Y'all not grasping that concept.
And it seemed like they're not listening when we say that. Like we're not saying that all lives don't matter. It just seems like at this point in time in America, it seems like Black lives don't matter by what's happening to us. That's the reason the movement was created.
Exactly.
And I think another thing, we need to somehow better our relationship with our police departments. We need to do something.
True.
That needs to be... I don't know what the solution is. I'm no genius.
I forgot who I was listening to. I think it was a podcast. It might have been Charlemagne who said this. But he said that police officers should be from the area, like, that they're, I guess, residing over. I guess you could say that they're policing. They should be from that area so that they actually know these people. Like, they can actually, like, get them on a straight and narrow, I guess. I think that's what he said.
But there's
some cops out there that we don't want to do that. They just because some cops they like to extort people. You know what I'm saying? So,
but like if they're
you know,
like if they're from that area, that opens the door though, because they could be targeted by people who don't like them because they know them personally too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, so I don't know if that's the best solution either. But I mean, I'm not denying it's maybe a good idea, but at the same time,
It's a stepping stone. You know?
yeah, I mean, it's a stepping stone. And I think too, it might be in some cases, not in all places, might be difficult to find someone from that area who is a cop as well, who's that well connected to the community. But I mean, on the police force, that's a whole nother. That could be a fucking podcast in its own right. That's just another nightmare.
And also, like, and I hate saying this, but it's also true. It got to start ourselves. I'm just talking about us black people in general. We got to start ourselves. Like, we got to take over our block, and you know what I'm saying, and talk to the people and let them know what's going on. And the third instead of just trying to make it all just police. Oh, we need to protect our city. Blah blah blah. We can protect our city too. You know what I'm saying? Just,
You're right.
But we do need like some help with the police, so you know, so we can protect it also. It don't have to be just like the suburban neighborhoods and shit like that. Because you know why the suburban neighborhoods are protected, because you know what I'm saying, they take matters in their own hands sometimes, but go to the help. You know what I'm saying? Well, another neighborhood.
Your hoes need to stop going to Onyx every Saturday and tuck your kids in and read them a story before they go to sleep.
Exactly. And actually get a goddamn job. Stop fucking sending pussy on Instagram and Snapchat and shit. Right. Or whatever. Trying to get Drake to fucking fly your ass out and fucking trick on you, bitch. No, just take care of your kids, man. That's neither here nor there.
But, and I think too, like, and this is one of the reasons why I feel we need to legalize quite a bit of drugs and shit, because I think it would cut down on gang violence and it would cut down on all like fucking the Mexican cartels and shit.
Not really.
Coming in here.
Yeah, what? Like if drugs are legal, what are you fighting over at that point?
But see, but at the same time,
they can still sell it. You know what I'm saying? You know, still make a profit off of it without having the tax be involved in anything. So you know what I'm saying? You know how most niggas is trying to take over the block. You know what I'm saying? So like you know the drug kingpins are they love being like the king of the block. You know what I'm saying? So
this is my whole thing with the gang shit. Like, essentially, you're arguing with each other because somebody's wearing a different color. Yeah. And then you get mad and then you get mad at the white man for being racist because you're black.
Hell, not even that. Especially in Chicago, it's not even about color. It's about the street. I'm talking
about L.A. Like, I'm talking about gang violence. Yeah. Like, essentially, it's because somebody's wearing a different color.
Which the fucked up part about that was, it wasn't about that the first go around. It was about bringing peace. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as a gang of violence. It was a violent gang. It was a peaceful gang, but it turned into a rival gang because of shit like that happened.
But I'll tell you though, why they'll never, I don't think why in my lifetime will ever legalize shit like that, because it's a matter of the justice system makes a shit ton of money off of it. But but the problem is this, and it's just like it's a repeat cycle, because once you arrest people and put them in jail for like having a bag of weed, let's just say that for example, once you put someone in jail for that, all that happens is they get introduced to a worse environment and learn terrible fucking crimes. Like a lot of people, because they're in prison and because it's the only way they can survive, get involved in gang violence of some kind or be involved with a gang.
And then you reintroduce them to a world that they're not familiar with, where they can't get a job because nobody wants to hire an ex-con, so they turn to more violence.
Right. So,
and then on top of that, you forgot about the pharmacies and shit. You know what I'm saying? If they made that legal, the pharmacies won't really make a lot of money. So, that comes into play also.
Like, and it's not like gang violence. It's not just in major cities too. Like you have fucking motorcycle gangs and shit as well that are. Look at the fucking Hells Angels, for example. They're extremely violent, and they'll pretty much murder anyone for looking at them funny.
Right.
Well, where the hell are they? Because I need to stay away from them.
Yeah, like I literally, they just Google Hells Angels. They're some of the most evil, foul.
Well, they're not in Philly, but they probably got.
They're not. I would say they're in Philly.
They got some affiliates, though.
Yeah, I would say they have freaking places scattered all over America.
Yeah.
Really.
So but they got people. They know some people.
Yeah. Another thing, too. I forgot what I was going to fucking say. On a broader topic, does anyone have anything else they want to talk about?
I'm tired.
Oh, well, Well, never mind, because I didn't want to talk about the nigga Navy shit either. So yeah.
No, I need it. What is that? Because you said you're
All
going
right.
to.
Okay.
All right. Speaking of Trump and niggas, all right. So Yahoo made a tweet about Trump wanting to, what was it, to finance something? It was like finance a navy, but it was a finance a navy some shit. But they called it the nigger navy, right? Called it nigger navy, right? All right. So after that happened, guess what the hell happened? Black Twitter turned that shit out. They turned a full blown that whole part right there. This is Yahoo, people. Yahoo. This is not no other. This is Yahoo Finance Twitter, right? So once they put that there, Trump wants to finance something for the nigger navy, something like that, right?
Hold on. Trump wants a much bigger expletive navy. Here's how much it will cost.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And by the way, they added the ER.
Yep.
Just wanted to add that.
Yep. So what Black Twitter did was turn that shit to a whole entire joke for 3 hours straight. For 3 hours straight, all you saw was them, and this shit was hella funny. So what Yahoo Finance did, right? It was like what they said. They said so. We changed the tweet. It was a typo, some shit. We was like, yeah, right, nigga. So like, it was a bunch of jokes. You know what I'm saying? You got
what
people.
I want to know. Hold on. What I want to know is this: who the fuck typed that?
Oh, that's what I wanted to know.
What was it supposed to be?
Bigger.
Oh.
Bigger. Yeah.
Well, the B is right next to the N.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But still, you should. I would think someone at y'all catch that.
I know. I would think they would read it over before they press send.
Damn.
That's a hilarious mistake.
Now I see why people fucking get on me for spelling shit wrong or shit like that. Like, yeah, but I'm a black guy, so I can get away with that shit. But
nigger navy.
In the Navy.
niggas made the swag serving the national anthem and shit like that. they got Captain Future. What was another one?
That's great.
It was funny as hell, but shout out to Black Twitter for not being just to just actually make it into an actual
title of this podcast. Nigger navy.
By the way, somebody said this too. I don't know what's the Mark Dice again. I forgot who it was. They was like, no. This is my greater part. Here's what's great about this part. Twitter themselves, they didn't make nigger navy a trending topic, but they put Black Twitter as a trending topic. Not the nigger navy, but just put Black Twitter as a trending topic. They didn't want no parts of that. They said, you know what? We're not going to put that. We're not going to, because again, it was talking about the whole entire time. It made it to the topic, but they just changed it to
that person probably got fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone got fucking fired for that shit.
Yeah,
like they got. Anyway, like that. Thank you, Yahoo Finance. Thank you for that, Jen. Thank you for that, Jen. Because here's the thing. I find it Black Twitter awesome that they turned that into a fucking joke.
Just like they do, just like black people do with the word nigga.
Yeah. Like it's hilarious to me because
they turned a racist word into a term of endearment.
Right.
But I wanted to do one thing. I wanted to talk about one stupid thing that's completely off kilter to do with technology. Has anyone seen the 3-monitor laptop that Razer's?
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
No, I did not.
That shit is awesome. I'll send an article if you want to look at it, Mark. It is amazing.
Send me the pictures, fam. I don't really care about art. Just send me the pictures.
I don't really have a picture handy.
Probably pictures on the article.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, all right. Well, I'll look at it. Send me the article.
So anyhow, Razer's working on that project. I think they're calling it.
How much is it gonna cost? Like fucking $2,500, $25,000?
I don't want to know. But anyhow,
I don't want to know either because I can't buy that shit. I can't afford that shit.
But I mean, I don't know. I just found it I don't know, an amazing step in technology. It's Project Valor, and they're also talking about Project Ariana, which
I think you were about to say Areola.
I was about to say Ariana.
No, Ariana. So what it is, and I don't really understand.
Big areola.
What it is just look at the fucking article.
Wait, so you would have to play in the dark?
I presume. Yes.
Imagine
don't
if
you
her name
bitch?
was Areola Grande, though.
KG, look at the article.
I'm sorry.
Just-
Still stuck on
Wait.
Areola Grande.
I want to see Ariana Grande's areola.
It's not that big actually.
It's on.
How do you know, Mark?
She asked like a picture. I forgot what it was, but she actually did wear like a see-through dress or something. You can see her
Oh.
What the
nipples.
fuck is this on the side? You may also like. The fuck is that?
Does it have anything to do with animal porn?
25
quite
strange looking people that actually exist.
I'm one of them. I know I'm one of them. I have to be one of them.
It's like some rat lady.
Yep, I'm definitely on there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like it's like a projector that, like, I don't see why this is a thing. Like, what is the appeal behind this?
People are anticipating this. Like,
I don't care. I'm not gonna be able
at
to.
the Nintendo Switch.
If I follow my New Year's, well, not my New Year's resolution. If I get my goal, then I will be able to afford it. I don't want it though.
Yeah, I don't want it either. I don't see the appeal in that. But anyway, the one last thing I wanted to talk about: what Nintendo needs to do to not fuck up the Switch, because they're going to be.
What Nintendo has done that's already fucked the Switch.
Shut up! Hold on.
They've made it
So-
$250.
Excellent. Fuck you. That's excellent.
Well,
That's a good price.
Well, if $250 for a console in 2017, that's not gonna perform well. Like, what do they have in there?
it's basically a handheld device, KG,
Hold on.
that you can
Exactly.
display on your television.
But-
That's all it is.
But guys, the thing that's going to matter is not the device. It's going to matter of the exclusives and what's going to be released on it. So
What,
where you
Mario?
start?
Mario and Sonic.
Hold up. Hold
Maybe
up.
they'll throw Diddy Kong in there. You never
Hold
know.
up. Hold up.
Donkey Kong.
Zelda.
Okay.
Diddy.
So Nintendo,
Diddy.
we need exclusives day fucking one. Not
Yeah,
just Mario and
yeah.
Zelda. We need some good shit.
You ain't
That's
getting
what y'all
that.
gonna get. What are you
Yeah,
talking
you gonna
about?
get Mario. You get Mario. You get Mario Switch.
Well,
They-
Zelda
Switch
didn't move the
That-
Wii U, the last one.
I think the Wii U, the thing that hurt it the worst was the name and the marketing.
Yeah, the marketing. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
but
terrible.
Zelda didn't help. The exclusives didn't help
But-
move the console last.
But
last time.
this is not the same as the Switch, and I think Nintendo to a certain degree have learned, because with the Wii U they marketed to kids entirely. With the Switch they actually marketed to adults.
Right.
So the thing about it is, what's going to be pending on this is the fact that they need to have games released on it that people want to play. Like
not
fucking,
2K Nintendo.
Have the charger in the box this time.
like yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Like fucking Dark Souls, for example. Dark Souls 3 will run very well on that, from what the From Software have said. They need other shit. They need to get. Well, I tell you one they could really get, which would sell units, I think, would be like the new Mass Effect game, but that's not been confirmed, and it depends on how many units the Switch actually moves. But anyhow,
And on top of
gonna
that,
This is gonna
they
sell
get
worse than the
Battle
Wii U.
too.
no, I don't think it will.
I think this is gonna sell better than the Wii U.
It
It's
will.
gonna
That's not that hard of a record to break, KG.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why. Which is
I
why
mean,
it's
the
gonna sell
Dreamcast
worse.
beat the Wii U. So of course the fucking Switch gonna be the Wii U.
So
Dreamcast was tough.
they're
though.
going to be having a press event come next week on the 13th, which I'm going to be watching in anticipation. To see.
It's the other thing, because I know some people. I know that it's like a little thing happening today where people get to test out the Switch and shit. So, okay, never mind. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
The
thinking of
Switch
that.
supposed to be dropping
In March.
March
March.
7th, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be much longer.
I don't think it's gonna get delayed, but
I hope not. It better not.
they're gonna come out. They're gonna come out with Zelda's definitely gonna be on there.
Mario.
You're gonna have a new Mario game.
Wario Land Remastered.
I'm saying you're gonna have two games. You're gonna have two games that start out on the Switch. You're gonna wait about 3 months, and you're gonna get another Mario game.
Hey,
They're gonna come out with some Wii Sports.
It's SOS. Same old shit.
I'm telling you guys, I think they've learned.
I know Pornhub gonna be fire on there though.
I think they've learned. I think they've learned to a certain
That's all
degree.
you worry about, huh?
If
Mark?
you're gonna pay 200,000, not 200,000.
I'm not paying it until I read.
If you're gonna pay $250, you might as well go get one of those like rinky hard like a VR headsets if you want to watch that, Mark.
Hey,
somebody told me VR porn is not the business, so
They got VRs for like $20, $25.
crap VR.
Right, but if you just using it for that, then
I mean, I still use my phone, but but remember, the Wii U's internet and the what's the thing called the not the internet, but the web, whatever you want to call it.
Browser.
That shit's pretty smooth. Yeah, the web browser, that's pretty smooth. So
Somebody
I'm
sell
pretty
me some porn. I ain't never tell y'all a story about that.
Here's the thing, guys. I'm holding with bated breath.
Hold on, let me go to the story after you're done. Go ahead.
If they fuck up, I'll be there with the damn pitchfork and torches. Don't worry, I'll bring a whole truckload of them. The same thing.
You might as well get the lighter fluid ready.
Okay, I will. Don't worry, KG.
Start loading the van now.
I honestly think they may have, to a certain degree, learned from their previous mistakes.
I hope they
And
did.
the thing that I'm waiting for will be
Is
the
ready?
13th. The thing that my body is ready, by the way, Mark. The thing that I'm waiting for.
That's what he said. No. That's what he actually said. That's what Reggie actually said. That's why he referenced that. Because that's why I said Reggie. I knew he was going to pretty much say that, but yeah. Look it up. He really said my body is ready. That's what he really said. He did say my body is ready. I forgot which EP that was, but that was funny.
All right, let's go. I'm tired. Come on.
Okay, so anyway, I think come the 13th, we're going to learn about more shit. It'll tell us if they are going to be fucking up or not. And speaking of other companies, please, AMD, you're releasing new CPUs. Make the market competitive again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm done. I'll shut
Make
up.
the market great again.
That too. I'm tired of Intel being dominant.
Well, Intel ain't shit. Look at my computer. Intel ain't shit for my shit. Whatever.
Well, you got the
Fuck
wrong
it.
shit.
True. You're right. True.
Bitches ain't shit.
But hoes and
Oh,
tricks.
some tricks.
The Mexicans will not pass my firewall.
You fucked up the whole entire song, nigga. You really fucked up the whole.
All right,
I
Geek, what you
can't.
have to say?
Oh, what's the name? One time, me and my friends, we coming from a basketball game or whatever. So we coming from our game, we walking down the avenue, like about to go to our house and shit. The dude talking about, yo, I know y'all like this. I got that smut. I got that nasty shit for y'all. I'm like what? Then he talking about.
Who the hell's still buying that?
I'm like, that's what I was about to say. He talking about porn. I'm like, oh yeah, stop fucking playing with me. Like I got a whole smartphone right here. I can do anything I want. I'm like, you better go sell some regular DVDs. Like,
I said I
come on.
got that nasty.
I got that smut.
Has this guy not been introduced to
Then
the
he's a
Pirate
midget.
Bay?
Then he's a midget. He's a midget.
Wow.
Little person.
That's what kills me.
I call him a little pervert. He got a little big pervert.
No Uzi pervert.
So wait, hold on. So wait, hey,
He's a midget.
KG, the title of this podcast needs to be the Blank Navy and the Little Pervert.
Little Uzi pervert.
He said he's a midget. Why is that word offensive to them?
Cause
My grandma see him in one. I swear to God, she right, yo. It was like one time we did a cookout and the dude come down the block. She ran right in the house. She said, "I fucking hate midgets." I was dying, yo.
It's like I don't understand how that word's offensive.
One thing about midgets, they arms so little, their head so big, and
Right.
body
Everything's
so
little on the.
small.
Everything is little on the. Come on now.
Whoa, I don't know.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know about all that, but I'm just saying. Like,
They head,
That'd be fucked
like the extra head is big.
They had is regular size for their small body.
Pause.
How is that pause? How?
I don't know. I just want to say pause. I just want to say pause.
Well, yeah. He told me I got that nasty shit. I'm like, yo,
Got
wait,
this-
stop fucking. I said
I don't know.
that.
How the hell can you reach them goddamn DVDs? That's what I want to know. Like his homeboy passed it to him, or he had to climb on like motherfucking phone book.
Not imagine, but like what he did when he was making downloading them CDs and all that. Oh, he's a fucking perv.
That nigga had to climb on hella phone books to get dog.
He told me I got that nasty. He said I got that smut. I got that nasty.
I bet you his number you're
And it was
pointing to.
it was a what's the name? I remember he showed me the cover of the Brazilian chick with a feta, but I'm like, no, he took my $5. Like, number one, if I was to pay, I ain't paying no fucking $5. I go on my phone for free.
Hey man, you better charge you like $1 or $2. That's
$5 jerk off.
Alright, I don't know if y'all want to do outros or not. Just say something. I'm tired.
Who going
Thanks
first?
first.
I go first.
Alright, well, oh, you going first? Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Somebody go, please.
No, I'm gonna go second.
Alright. See y'all next week, man. Shit gonna be hilarious. Cause I knew some crazy shit gonna happen during the week, especially with this Soulja Boy Chris Brown fight.
Gucci Soldier.
Big Gucci Soldier gonna pull on Chris Brown block with the Draco.
King Draco.
Yeah, and that purple gun. Whatever, but
Yeah, it's good.
hold on, that nigga is from Fruitville. I never heard of no shit like that.
Fruitville, Peru blood.
Chris
What's
Brown
the
gonna
name?
knock him out, man.
Fuck that nigga.
I'm taking all bets on
Hey,
Chris Brown.
us beige people gotta stick together in times like this.
You're tall base people, but you not really tall, KG.
He smoked
You
cigarettes.
I said us beige people.
Still want to point the fact that he's tall. You know
But I
that.
just noticed something that Dice
Oh,
kind of
God.
looks like Big Gucci Soldier. He kind of looks like him. I just
No.
realized that.
No.
Subscribe to everybody here, and I'm out, man.
Alright.
Nice.
Second.
Paradox, you next.
Come
I
on,
thought you were
Soulja
going.
Boy.
No.
Come on, Soulja Boy. That fucked up hairline.
Alright, guys. I just want to say
Soda.
the Russians did not hack the election. It was
Oh,
actually
God.
the Democrats.
Can we not
Hold on,
talk about
hold on,
that
hold
shit?
on. I got
thing
something real
is
quick.
rigged.
It says Soulja Boy admits he doesn't have real beef with Chris Brown and apologizes to 50 Cent. I'm fucking asleep. I am.
It was the DNC. So, Paradox.
He said 50 Cent's big bro, and so is Chris Brown.
Alright, let's go. Come on.
But anyway, new videos coming out on my channel
Why,
very
stop
soon.
lying.
Be on the lookout. Be sure to check out my Twitch channel. I do stream there often. Starting
I'm
every
not
week.
gonna remember to put that link in there.
I'm gonna put it in the comment section, y'all.
Yeah, do that.
And alright, on to the next one.
Paradox, go ahead.
What's up, guys? It's been the TrainWreck Podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed Laugh Your Ass Off. See you next week. We'll get to see if Nintendo's going to fuck up or not. I'm sure KG will have his pitchfork ready regardless.
And lotion.
What are you talking about?
You're a pervert. You
Why gotta be
Wait. Wait. How does pitchfork result in lotion, Mark? You have to explain this to me.
You don't want to.
Hey, you don't want to know, fam.
I don't. Just do your outro. Come on, let's go.
Well, this has been the gger Podcast.
No, it hasn't.
Maybe for you, but not for everybody else.
They're not for me. Nigga, you see me Snapchat. Shut up. Anyways, anyways, I hope you had a good time listening to the podcast. Subscribe to everybody if y'all new.
I mean, we might not have had a good time, Mark, but I know you did on Snapchat.
Shut the fuck up. Anyway, I went. No, I'm not even gonna say it because I want to bring the whole mood down. But for anybody who follows my Snapchat knows what happened. Thanks you guys for the prayers and all that good stuff. So I'm doing good now. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week.
All right.
I got a blue head on it.
Cuz, nigga, I just want to wear something on my head. Why you worried about that?
Your head cold.
It's not cold. It's not cold. Well, it is cold actually. On
It's
this
cold
side
as
of
shit
my
here.
Yeah, it's cold as shit. It's cold on this side of my
I had to shovel today. That was a bad experience, man.
While that
Fuck,
motherfucker was
stupid.
coming down, I showered that motherfucker up. Put some
Fuck me,
salt
it's
in
11 degrees outside.
I put a bunch of salt down. I let the salt do most of the work. I'm not about to sit there and scrape up all of that. You got me.
Yeah, fuck that snow.
But this has been a TrainWreck Podcast, and that it was episode 74. Why just like a crackhead scratching and shit? This has been a TrainWreck.
Don't go to the pawn shop.
We out.
Build a wall.
What's up?
Oh yeah.